Hello, and welcome back to Wendy's Way. If you're a regular follower of my channel, you'll know that it's been well over a week since I have posted a video. And sorry, playing with one of my dogs on my lap while I'm making this video. I just wanted to tell you what I've been up to for the last week that has kept me from being available to you all. A week ago tomorrow, on, what was the date? The 7th of January, 2020, I went in for a planned corrective surgery on my left foot. It's been just under a year since I had surgery on my right foot. These are corrective things that I have been planning for a good long time. When I had the first surgery in January last year, we went ahead and just made plans for the surgery this year, not knowing that my husband would not be here to help me. And after his passing, I decided that this, among many other things that were already planned and agreed upon and in the works, I was going to follow through with. I want to do the things that are best for me, for my health and my comfort and things like that. I want to do things that he wanted for me, to make me comfortable and happy, and so on. So this past week, I've been spending with family and friends and my doctor, and it's been such a blessing. My sister and her husband had initially planned to come home over the Christmas, New Year holiday and spend a week with us. And they had a job come up last minute that kept them home over Christmas and New Year. And at first, everyone found it frustrating, especially them, because their plans changed. But hindsight being 2020, we know that the Lord's plans are better and they make more sense. We just don't see it typically until after the fact. So because they had a job come up very urgent at the end of the year, they stayed home then and changed their plans to come and arrived here the day before my surgery. Spent the week at my home helping me do all kinds of things and visiting family and friends in the area. So it was meant to be in that way. I couldn't have done it without their help that first week. I have been blessed in so many ways. I went in for surgery on a Tuesday afternoon. They, in preparation for the surgery, gave me a nerve block, which they inject inside the thigh and outside the knee. And they inject fluids that numb my leg from below the knee to the bottom of my foot. I apologize, I'm a little thick-tongued this afternoon. Took my NSAID in the middle of the afternoon and it makes me a bit drowsy and thick-tongued. The nerve block was so successful that rather than general anesthesia, which is what they typically would use and what was necessary last year for my other foot surgery, they were able to simply sedate me for this entire knee surgery. along with the nerve block. It was pretty incredible. The doctor complimented them, the anesthesia professionals. It took 2 of them for the nerve block. There were 2 syringes full of fluid, and they are guided by an ultrasound machine. It's all really fascinating, and this time a little painful. But the result of only needing sedation rather than general anesthesia meant that I woke much more quickly. I was alert and aware almost immediately. I was not groggy. I was not nauseous. I didn't lose all the strength in my body like I did last year with the general anesthesia. So that I came home same day. I had surgery in the afternoon, and I came home in the early evening. I was able to manipulate my knee scooter into the house, and it's just been an immense blessing. The nerve block injected on Tuesday afternoon did not release all feeling to the lower half of my leg until Saturday morning. 3.5 days, I had no feeling in my foot and my leg, and there were 3 incisions. There are a small metal plate and multiple screws, and there were bones removed and bones broken and adjusted, and all of this. I had no feeling, just carrying that foot around. This morning I went back to my podiatrist for my 1-week check-in, and we uncovered the foot, which is in a splint, is how they describe it. It's like 2/3 of a plaster cast. Under the foot and around the back half of the leg, more up the left and right side, and wrapped in gauze. They had the foot wrapped in bandages, and then around the outside of the splint and the entire thing in a great big wide ace wrap. Today, when they removed all that and we got a good look at the foot, it was gruesome. I have to say it was gruesome. I will put some photos. This is a warning. If you don't want to see gruesome photos of a foot that's been operated on, including blood blister as big as a silver dollar, you might want to just cut off the video when I quit talking. I'll try and put them at the end so that you don't have to see them in the middle of the video. The greatest blessing and answered prayer is that for the past week, despite the really invasive, potentially traumatic things that have happened to my foot, I have had no pain. None. The first 2 nights, because we didn't know how long the nerve block would last, my sister agreed to convince me to take the narcotic painkiller prescribed by my doctor. I told my doctor I don't like narcotics. I don't feel good when I take them. They slow down my response time. They make me weak and lethargic, and they give me bad dreams. It was a lower level. It was a hydrocodone rather than oxycodone with acetaminophen. And since my leg was numb anyway, I don't know if they had any effect in that way. I took them only at bedtime, and I did not have bad dreams. Probably because it was a lower level. I only took it at night, not during the day. And praise the Lord for that. I have been taking my NSAID. I regularly take meloxicam for arthritic pain. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. And again, zero pain. You know, today, because they removed a little bit of the padding inside my splint, when I lay my foot a certain way, the bone on the outside of my ankle, you know, comes in closer contact with the splint than it was. Gets a little uncomfortable, so I have to move it. I can tell that she put ointment on several places where she had to empty blisters on my foot, but it doesn't hurt. There is no pain there. That's an answered prayer. My girlfriend Renee yesterday morning in church said, "I've been praying for you." And my response was, "It's working. Please continue." How many people can say they have had surgery and no pain? Oh. Only God can do that. So I'm making this video because today is the first day in a week that I've been home alone. Well, I'm never alone. I have dogs. But, and I had family here this morning because I need a chauffeur yet to this point. My brother was kind enough to step in because my sister needed to head north. So, but this afternoon and this evening are my first day home alone for a week. And I just wanted to let you all know, to get some information out there about where I've been and what I've been doing. I have been doing a little crochet, a little bit of the promised, and a little bit of the, I gotta throw in another project among the 10 that I've been working on. And so I'll try and, at the very least, share photographs of my foot. And maybe I'll keep the crochet videos separate. In case those who want to look at my crochet work have no interest in my personal vlog or in the story of my surgery. So I do apologize for the horrendous lighting, but once I got myself situated with the camera in front of me and had forgotten to turn off the lamp to the left, I wasn't willing to rearrange everything to get off the sofa on one foot and a knee scooter and make my way around to twist the switch. You're just going to have to see me as I am in the hideous LED pole lamp light. So, my little Scoochie Mooch, who's been drawing my attention while I make this video, is going to say hello before I sign off and share some photographs. How could you not just, you know, sit in love? She doesn't understand that it's camera and that she needs to be looking at you. This is Pumpkin. Pumpkin is my doodah, and she doesn't want to be held on my shoulder. She wants to lay next to my lap, where my hands typically are. Right, Pumpkin? Here, you got a hairy face. Pumpkin's going in tomorrow morning for a dental exam and probably extraction. And she doesn't know that yet. Good thing she doesn't speak English, right? Her sister Chickie's going in too. Both of them have been having some breathing and snorting and shivering in unusual times, which typically means ouch. So, We're going to have him check out those teeth and remove any abscesses or loose ones. They're about 12 years old. They lose teeth. Oh, I almost forgot. Been yakking 15 minutes about my silly foot surgery, and I forgot to update you on another doctor's appointment I had this week. I will be starting a new series on that as well once I get into it. But I also had a consultation with a bariatric surgeon, a local doctor. He is Dr. Glasgow from Waverly, Iowa. And I am so blessed that there is a bariatric surgeon within 15 miles of my small town, my hometown here in Iowa. And when you go in for consultation, I was very impressed by the fact that I didn't just, have my vitals taken and my stats recorded. I didn't just fill out the pre-consultation paperwork, which was very, very thorough. When I went in, I met with 4 different people, and my sister was with me, and her husband, who I like to call my brother by choice. She chose him. I accepted him as a brother. I love him whether he likes it or not. So we met with 4 people at the bariatric surgery center. First, we met with Mary, his primary nurse, and she's the one who gathered my physical information and did talk to me about all parts of this process that she's involved in. Because when it comes to bariatric medicine, you don't just go see a surgeon. You're actually working together with a team of medical professionals to increase your quality of life. Choosing this method is a life-changing, lifelong choice. It's not a magic pill. It's not something you do quickly and forget about. They give you a tool that you must utilize and follow through on to achieve health and wellness. And so I met with Mary, the primary nurse. We talked for a good long time. She made arrangements at my primary clinic, informed them that I needed to schedule a sleep study because I suspect I have sleep apnea due to my weight. And so I will be completing a sleep study before I have any surgery. If it's confirmed that I have sleep apnea, then I will get a CPAP machine, and I must use it for a minimum of 1 month before the surgery. Then I met with the surgeon himself, Dr. Glasgow, and I love physicians anyway, but specialists are quite often eccentric. I think you almost have to be to successfully manipulate that much schooling and education and really, really have the want to focus on one specific, very specific avenue of medicine. We got along famously, of course. We had a long conversation about the hows and whys, the research, the intention, the experiences, just about everything you can imagine. We went there. I know more about him. He knows more about me. And we both agree that I am a good candidate for the surgery and that the sleeve is going to be the procedure that he performs on me. I'll have more medical terminology and information later. Technically, he will be removing a large percentage of my stomach. And that is all. However, there will be no manipulation of my intestines or my colon, as is done with some other bariatric procedures. This one is strictly on the stomach, changing the size of the stomach altogether, dramatically, but not changing the digestion or the absorption. And after I spoke with the surgeon, I spoke with the nutritionalist, the dietitian. We spoke at great length. She talked to me about what must happen before surgery and after surgery, and made sure that I was, aware and informed and still willing. Also told me when her part in this team starts in this effort, which for her is 2 weeks prior to surgery. And after I spoke with her, then the final individual is the one part of his team who deals with insurance. They are all very specialized in what they do, and they make up a very coordinated team to support me however I need to be supported. Yes, this was a challenge for her because it was the first time that they have had a patient whose medical coverage is provided by the VA. My medical coverage is CHAMP VA. It is coverage allotted to military veterans who've been awarded disability at the 100% level. It serves me almost exactly like Medicare serves those who are 65 and over, in that everything I have done, when they receive the billing for it, they declare what percentage they're willing to pay or what they deem the procedure value. They will pay 80% of that number, and I am responsible for 20% of that number. Fair enough, knowing that going in. Another investment in my health. And she, knowing full well, I know that pre-approval for most procedures is not available through veterans benefits. Battery's getting low. Pre-approval is not typically available through veterans benefits medical coverage. However, she did find adequate information to know that they do have protocol for covering bariatric procedures. They do require a 3-month program called the MOVE program prior to the surgical procedure, which is based in nutrition and exercise. It's, to educate and to form new habits and to prepare me for the stringent, structured changes that are going to happen in my life. And I'm excited about that. There is a therapy offered here in my little hometown again. The most incredible things. Opportunity Therapy, located in Clarksville. Teresa and Mike Nagan. They not only have opportunity therapy for all kinds of physical therapy, also nutritionists And they have a fit club, which is a very complete gym and workout center attached in the same building. So they can walk me through this MOVE program for 3 months. You know, I have to go a total of like 6 blocks to receive care from people I know. It's another meant to be. Also, the protocol of 3-month MOVE program is about half the length of time that most individuals are required by their medical coverage. All right, since my phone is running low on battery and I've been yakking your ear off for over 25 minutes, I'm going to let it go now. I'm going to say goodbye until I make some more videos, hopefully tomorrow. And I'll throw in some pictures now of what my foot looks like a week after reconstructive surgery. I thank you, as always, for joining me here at Wendy's Way. I'm so flattered when you choose to spend time with me. And as always, I do pray that the good Lord, who blesses me beyond measure every day of my life, blesses you as well, today and always. Amen.